morning, America! DJ Wonder Chrissy! Wait a minute, I gotta get my coffee. I can't do this without my coffee. I'm back, and you can tell what today is. Look at there, guys. We got the special mug for the special day. It's Hooters Day. Yeah, every day's Hooter Day here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get the show on the road. All right, Elevators Need Rock 2. That's the name of this tune. Let's bring it down and let's get going with the show. We got I don't know. Let's first do an update on the migrants, because I did see yesterday there's some wrangling going on. They came out with some new numbers for the migrants. They're down to 17 shelters. And 8,000 in the shelter, so they got 17 shelters. We had like 28 or 29 at one point, so they've closed down a lot of the Park District shelters and some other places. They're down to 8,000 people in the shelters, and 80 newcomers awaiting placement in a shelter. So that's the newest update. And also there's some grumblings that they're trying to close it's called the Standard Club, and I think it's downtown in the maybe the Michigan Avenue area, or downtown in the Loop, one of those two. But anyway, there's a hotel called the Standard Club that has 900 people. And I guess there's been a lot of crime and nonsense going on outside that, and it's in the tourist area, so they're trying to get that out of there, because when the DNC comes to town, they don't want any problems, if you know what I mean. They don't want people to see the migrants in the normal tourism areas where a lot of the DNC people are going to be hanging out. So Brandon's trying to figure out a solution. He was trying to open up a new shelter in the 11th Ward, but that fell through the cracks for some reason. So we'll keep our eye on that as he tries to clean up the city a little bit before the DNC hits in the middle of August. And there's a lot of talk about the DNC now here in Chicago, as we're having some of those anti-Israeli protesting going on at the campuses. They just cleaned up one at the University of Chicago, which is in the Hyde Park, down by where Obama used to live. And they just cleaned that one up. There was maybe one at DePaul, maybe one at UIC. So they're trying to clamp down on some of these protests and keep it under control, because if they can't control these protests, they sure the hell aren't going to be able to handle the protesting that goes on during the DNC. And I'm telling you now, there's going to be a lot of protesting. These groups have already filed for their permits. You have to have a permit to protest in Chicago. But they're fighting back because they want to do the city wants the protesting to be done in the Loop and not within eyes or ear throw of the United Center, where the protesters really want to be. They want to be heard. So there's some legal wranglings going on about that in Chicago, and so enough about that. This is the real the real one I'm concerned with. This hit the news yesterday. I think it might have happened over the weekend. This hits too close to home. It's just a town or two north of me. This happened, and this just shows how crazy things have gotten. For some reason, I'm not sure why. Let me finish up this, and let me get this ready for you guys. This is a sad state of affairs and where we've come to. So listen to this. There's a lady who was 59 years old was walking her dog in the park, and some guy from Wisconsin, I don't know if he's homeless or what, it said he's originally from West Allis, which is located close to Milwaukee, just for no reason, unprovoked, just beat the living daylights out of her, and her and an innocent bystander who tried to help. He saw this happening and tried to help, and both the lady and the innocent bystander ended up in the hospital. The lady had to be flown to a medical center because the hospital, treated her for the initial stuff, but she was really messed up, folks. I'm telling you, this is scary. And this happened in the middle of the day. It wasn't even nighttime out. This happened in the middle of the day, I believe. So let's take a listen to this report. And this is why I tell you to keep your head on a swivel, and you got to be prepared at all times, folks, even when you're walking in the park with your dog.
Good to have you with us. I'm Joe Donald. We begin here at 5 with a frightening attack at a northwest suburban park. And now a woman and a good Samaritan who came to her aid are in the hospital.
Police say a man out walking his dog randomly attacked the woman. His dog also biting her several times. CBS 2's Andrew Ramos is in McHenry with new details on what happened.
I also heard the guy they mentioned walking his dog. Well, the dog was off the leash. That's the other part that I heard that they're not referencing here.
I have never heard anything like that that's happened here before. I mean, it's bizarre.
Rick Wegman says he's at Peterson Park 2 to 3 times a week, and even on the busiest and sunniest days, he's never seen an altercation or even as much as an argument take place. So to hear that a brutal attack involving a dog happened right here in his backyard is hard to believe.
It was probably a fluke incident, but I will certainly keep my eyes open. But I'm a dog owner. I have 3 dogs, big dogs. But yeah, never. I'll be here tomorrow.
McHenry police say it happened Sunday at around 3:30 p.m., where a 59-year-old.
3:30 on a Sunday. Sunday. And we just drove by this yesterday. So I caught this late last night and was totally shocked.
A woman was walking her dog on a leash when she crossed paths with a man walking his dog that wasn't on a leash. And at some point, police say he brutally attacked her, stomping, kicking, and striking her head and neck several times, attempting to strangle her. His dog also biting her multiple times. That man has been identified as 47-year-old Raymond Link. He lives west of Milwaukee. The attack itself that happened in broad daylight, cops say, was unprovoked as both Link...
Keep in mind, we're 2 hours, probably an hour, 45 minutes at best from Milwaukee, so I don't know what he was doing down here.
And the victim, who we have learned is a local realtor, did not know each other.
See a lot of families come here, and, I come biking through here all the time, and it's just kind of shocking and terrifying that something like that happened here.
Police say a good Samaritan intervened. That person, a 37-year-old man, attempted to help her, but he was seriously injured, also getting bit by the dog, and suffered a broken clavicle in the confrontation. Both victims were hospitalized and treated for their injuries. Link was placed in custody. His dog, after running from the park, now in the custody of McHenry County Animal Control. Link is charged with attempted murder, 2 counts of aggravated.
They're throwing the book at this guy. Attempted murder. That's kind of hard to get. So, but he almost did her in. I don't know if they'll mention all the issues she had, but we'll let it play and then we'll talk about it on the other side.
Aggravated battery with great bodily harm, 1 count of aggravated battery by strangulation, and 2 counts of aggravated battery in a public place. The incident has rattled some who live in the area.
I probably wouldn't come alone anymore, so that's kind of scary. Like, I wanted to start doing these things alone, but now I feel uneasy.
Now, Link is currently being held at McHenry County Jail awaiting a detention hearing, which was scheduled for late Monday. Reporting in McHenry.
Let's hope that they don't let this guy out without bail. Oh my God.
Henry, Andrew Ramos, CBS 2 News.
Yeah, this lady, the print reports I saw, she had multiple broken bones, eye socket broken. The guy tried to strangle her, and also several dog bites. And this is what someone trying to help her, trying to protect her at some point. So this is just totally scary. And this is what happened in McHenry. This is a nice town. There's a Walmart within here, some fast food restaurants within a stone's throw of here. It's not like it's out in the middle of nowhere. It's in a populated area, and the town's not that bad. There may be some bad parts, but not this bad. So just wanted to share this to show you that no matter where you're at, you're vulnerable, right? You are vulnerable, and you need to be protected. You need to be aware of what's going on around you, whether you're walking your dog or at the Walmart, at the grocery store, at your bank. We've seen reports too in the northwest suburbs of where people go to their bank and then someone follows them home. They caught a couple of guys doing that. So you're safe nowhere anymore. So I hope you guys are taking the appropriate action. Here's one possibility. Here you go. You can order this on Amazon in most states. I know in like New York State or City you can't. They got some type of law banning it. But this is made in Illinois. It's what is it? It's a pepper spray. It's a military grade pepper spray, kind of like a mace, but it's pepper spray. You can get this for $5-6. It's a nice 4-ounce canister. It's a big canister, about the size of this box, and it shoots a stream. It's like the wasp stuff. I don't know if you guys ever bought like wasp spray. You can shoot a stream 20 feet, so you can hit somebody at a distance. And as I said too, it's a military grade professional called Vexor, made in America, made in Illinois, Kankakee, down by Kankakee it's made. So give that a look-see on Amazon. I've purchased that several times, and I carry some on myself or close to myself at all times as one of my ways of protection, guys. You have to be protected. So think about that. You have to be financially protected. You need to get some protection, physical protection. You need to get yourself some food and water. A lot of things that you need to do, okay, to be ready, be prepared. Yeah, 750 Pro Gamer, he says, dang, that's sad. Yeah, go get that CCL. Yeah. And let me tell you, if you Google it, and you might be able to find a print article on this. They get in some graphic details on what happened to this lady. I think she had like her facial socket broken. She had some other fractures. He just went to town on her. And luckily, I mean, she's still with us, but they had to fly her. They sent her to, there was like a hospital that's maybe 5 miles from where this happened. A decent hospital, community hospital. They initially treated her, and then they flew her to a better hospital because her injuries were so extensive. So Check out the print article if you're really interested. It's sad. It's even shocking me. We had another incident close to my home about a month ago that kind of shocked me too. But I think this is even more shocking because this was just one-on-one, and it was brutal, totally brutal. It wasn't like she was just being sexually assaulted or mugged or anything for her phone. He was just going willy-nilly on her. And also I was watching, there was some YouTube creator who used to live in San Francisco, moved to Chicago, and her video was suggested to me, and I watched it a couple of days ago. And she's lived in the River North area for the last 5 years, and in one of her videos, she comments that she was walking in an area that she always walks in many times a week. And there was like some degenerate / homeless person came up to her, and the guy had a bunch of mulch in his hand, and he pushed it in her face and, you know, kind of physically assaulted her. And she was kind of taken back because she says she walks this street in this area, you know, all the time in the last several years and never had any problems. Now all of a sudden she's got people assaulting her in the middle of the day. So this was the River North area. It's just sad, folks. I don't know what is going on, but you gotta be safe. You gotta think about how you're gonna protect yourself. As 750 Pro Gamer says, man, you gotta think about what you're gonna do and what you're gonna carry. So there you go. And I know there's a lot of people in Illinois is a CCL state, and I know there are a lot more people toting heat than you realize. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But I don't think the masses have come to grips with that yet. But it just takes one or two cases where it's well documented that the person, the victim, fought back, and then maybe some of these thugs will think twice. There you go. So I don't know if I have much more for you today after that. That's pretty shocking. So I got my Born of Osiris hat on today. They're out touring somewhere. I think they're like in Arizona, California now. Do a Google on them. They're out for the next, probably next 6 to 8 weeks. Touring the United States. I think they're headed towards the West Coast now, and up into the Seattle and Montana areas in the near future. So check them out if you're into death metal core. Like I said, I'm not really into that type of music, but I have a relative in the band. And shout out to the boys of Born of Osiris. Hope you guys are having a awesome tour and making some bucks. There you go. And a shout out to Mofo and Michael Sellers. Yeah, although I haven't seen Michael here lately, but he's working hard, I'm sure. Michael is a good buddy. He's a rocker too. So let me get the music running here. And we're going to just end the day with a little bit of hard rockin' music. See ya! I think we'll get the goofy glasses out too. Why not? Why not? We'll end the show with the goofy glasses. See you guys. Have a great day. It's Tuesday. We're working towards the weekend. It's gonna be a great weekend when we get there. I know it. I know it. DJ Wonder Chrissy, Migrant Mayhem, Land Cruiser Midwest. See ya!